private media?
Yes, the private media, I said, was hit even before now. About 85% of the print media, obviously in the private sector, cannot afford to pay salaries that went due. And those that are also paying, they are grasping for breath. And because there are quite a lot of challenges in the media today, in the print media today. The cost of production is astronomical. In newsprint, the cost of newsprint is there. Energy that you also need to run some of these machines are also there because the electricity supply, public electricity supply is in a sharp decline. And of course, other consumables that you need, to print the newspapers are not easy to come by. And so the print media have been facing this challenge. Another thing again is that, even adverts, obviously that have been the brain box of the print media that also service them. They are not coming as when due. Even those that are coming in trickles. What we tend that the funds are not coming in to back up, some of these adverts. So it has to take a while before part of it will come up. So I identify some of these challenges that print media are facing. Okay. And that's one reason why we're advocating for a media endowment fund, for the Nigerian media, where when we have issues like this, people can just recur to the, take some funds and then to run the media for a while. It has happened in other countries. So why can't it happen in Nigeria? We are the fourth estate of the realm. We are just fourth estate in name, not in reality, not in terms of of funding. And so it gives a lot of pressure on the Nigerian media on how we are going to discharge our duties at this very, very precarious time.
Okay, real quickly, I've got two questions for you. The first one is, since times are like this in the media, is it something that the NUJ will be talking to the CBN as regards, maybe to sort of like have a media fund, sort of like furlough media service, staffs of media companies, members of staff of media companies that might be losing their jobs. So maybe if they can have a fund that could furlough the payment of those people. Mm-hmm. And secondly, I want to talk about fake news and getting facts right in this day and age of Corona. Mm-hmm. A case in point is what happened over the weekend. That was very shocking for the Nigerian media that we couldn't even get the age of a deceased person correctly. All sorts of people reported 81, some people reported 1938. It took a while before we could even get the age. So that and fake news in this time. Can I just answer those two quick questions?
Well, for the first question, what the union is doing is, God willing, after COVID, this lockdown, we're really going to put our heads together and see how we're going to have a meeting with the media owners and see how we can, push ahead the issue of this media fund and also talk to other stakeholders in the media industry. That is one thing that we will do. On the issue of fake news, I can tell you 100% that a trained journalist would never parrot a fake news because he knows the consequences. It's about ethics.
But Dr. Kasim,
so it's quite unethical.
Yes. Dr. Kasim,
yes.
Established media houses reported a wrong date of birth, and they beamed it out for a deceased person over the weekend. It was a shambolic show.
I'm coming to that. Yeah. I'm addressing fake news holistically. I will narrow it down to that aspect that we talked about. Yeah, I was just saying that a trained journalist, I'm picking my word adversarially, a trained journalist that knows his onions must ensure that three things are essential. You need to verify your facts. You must also verify the source of your facts. And when you are going to now put this fact across people, you also need to go through it very, very well and appreciate the implication of what you are going out, or what you are giving out. And that, of course, will remind you that what you are doing is for public good and of public interest. So if you are a trained journalist and you have failed this simple test, I mean, it's sad that you have done that. And that's more reason why those who are purveyor of fake news, ordinarily, to me, are not trained journalists because they don't understand the ethics of the profession. Another thing right away, specifically on the issue of those who are obviously are misled with the age, with the names and all that thing. They have not done that thorough, they have not done their verification very, very well. And we also there's also a challenge, particularly on the last story that on this COVID-19, on the death of late Abba Kyari. There are so many distorting facts emanating, even the trusted website that some of our colleagues have decided to go into and verify are also quite misleading. And so it goes to show that in what we call in content generation for the media in Nigeria, I see a challenge. And so, of course, you know that in this part of the world, we're extremely secretive in public information. And so we do not know that for public information, it is extremely important that you have to process it very, very well, so that you have to avert the consequences of not giving out correct information. And that's why for public policy, journalists must understand public policy very, very well. And that will also inform him or her how he's going to process public information creditably to the people. Because the moment you are not getting it right, you are going to lose your respect for the people. You are not going to be credible again. People will ask, where have you read it? Did you hear it from so and so? And that's more reason why today people still believe the traditional media so much. So cross-check and clarify certain information from the social media. And why do we now have the collective of our colleagues, who are sort of professionals, also owning, establishing their own private and online media outfit? It behoves of them that they carry on that skill, that swag, that authority of the traditional media down to the social media platforms. That of course, we are advocating. And I have an opinion that the NUJ as a body will have to go back and look at concept very well and allow social media, those are colleagues in the new media, to be part and parcel of the union. As of today, by the constitution of the union, they are not part of us. And it is extremely sad, because if we are going to curtail fake news effectively, some of these other colleagues will have to come under the umbrella of the union so that they can be disciplined. Because that's the essence of the union, will be to safeguard the welfare of our members and to protect the integrity of our profession. It's extremely profound.
Very quickly, as we wrap up, we know that on one hand, social distancing has led to a spike in the at-home media consumption, as growing numbers are looking to news agencies for timely and trusted information. However, other valuable broadcast content, such as live sports and live events, are obviously put on hold and are affecting spending relocations by advertisers. We know COVID-19 is here to change lots of things, even in the media industry. But very quickly, as we wrap up, what do you see the media turning into even as COVID-19 passes?
Well, one of the beauty of COVID-19 is the use of technology. And I'm sure that will really define the operations of the media thereafter. Of course, there are some media organizations that have been also using technology to also advance their cause, to ensure that news information get to the people appropriately. But we have seen how we can deploy technology to also assist us in the media. And that, of course, is what I'm looking at post COVID-19, the challenges that we're facing the Nigerian media as a whole. Now, it shows that you don't need a crowd to achieve your goal. You need few people, but you need to invest more in technology. And that's more reason why state broadcasters will have to be empowered to also deploy technology effectively so that the people can have value for the services the public broadcasters are giving to them.
That's a good place to leave it, Dr. Akerete. There's a lot more to talk about, but unfortunately that's not much we could take. Journalists, while covering this story, should not become the story, so the issue of safety. Thank you so much for coming on the morning show today. Really do appreciate it.